They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bryant's extra point up and good, and that will get him one closer. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
Charlie. There we go, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. In your face. There we go, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. There we go, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Ready, go.
They're going to look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll... trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
On 1st and 10, Fields. He's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention for this quick strike offense.
I thought you were going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Well, these two teams, the Falcons and the Vikings, have met 30 times since the Falcons' inaugural year in the league back in 1966. The Vikings winning 19 of those games, but maybe the most memorable game between the two was a Falcons victory. That was in the NFC Championship game back in January of '99. Gary Anderson missed a field goal to potentially win it at the end of regulation, and then the Falcons would get the victory in OT 30-27, and they were off to the Super Bowl. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter 1, they struggled. Quarter 2 here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then you don't come out of the gate as fast or as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming at you.
He'll look to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. So a fake field goal run in for the touchdown. That can be a huge momentum swing.
And that's got to drive a defensive coach and a special teams coach crazy. Someone else running it in on a fake field goal when you're supposed to be alert for it. Terrific play by the offense. Not so much by the defense.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Off the play fake. Fields flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. It's caught. Jones. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42.
Ready? 60 out long.
Off play action. Fields. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ben Gideon in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. A desperation heave for the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Off the play fake. Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Fields. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Danielle Hunter able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
All day, extra, any day. And we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37. I'm coming for you. You mine. And we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37. Hey, what's the...
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. Here's a give to Madison running right. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
2nd and 9 now. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Delta. Everyone, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Everyone, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Check. Off. Check. Everyone, 37.
They'll set up to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Here we go.
A first run for the backup, Abdullah. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat.
On the toss, Madison. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They've got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. On first down, Fields. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Fields eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Alpha. Everyone, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. I'm coming. Everyone, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Haywood. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. I know he ain't got it. Everyone, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Hot.
They'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Tack McKinley picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Mike 37. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Ready.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Got a man. It's Brown. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working.
Oh, the Falcons fly in and they block it. And they will wind up with the football and the possession.
And that's truly the way to change field position, isn't it? Block the punt and then take over inside the 5-yard line. What a tremendous job by them. You change momentum, you change field position, and give yourself a chance to score.
Looking to throw. Fields. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. Back to throw. Fields. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. They'll drop the throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there for Minnesota. 43 yards. How about the rookie in his NFL debut? Looking sharp. It's 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Madison. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Mike 37. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. And we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
He'll look to throw. And Diggs has it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Here's Madison. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
45. Mike, 45.
2nd and 2. It's complete. Abdullah. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Check Mike 45. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. 45's the Mike. 45's the Mike. We ain't giving up nothing, Buzz. Check 45's the Mike. Let him.
They'll set up the throw. This will be caught by Brown. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
A 24-yard attempt.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
Down. 30 base. Hey, Alpha. Watch it slap. Watch it slap. Down.
Throwing on first down. Fields. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Throwing again. Fields. And the catch is made by Justin Hardy. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Looking to throw. Fields. Jones hit and the ball's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On first down, Abdullah. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down.
Zoom, fellas, let's go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Record. And we're going 30. Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. It's complete to Diggs. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Y'all playing the wrong football. 45's the mic. That's right, baby. They don't want
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Falcons' 13-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now back to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 13 yards out. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. On first and 10, Fields steps away to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down. And
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Check, 45, ready, go!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go, 37's to Mike. Mike 37. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Here we go, 37's to Mike. Mike 37. I got him. Here we go.
Back to throw here. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Set, 8, read. 45. And we got to get to the ball. Go. Get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense got crowd the line.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Ready, ready. 50. Play. Coming to you. Coming to you. Move. 37's to Mike. Mike 37. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Here we go. 37's to Mike. Mike 37. Here we go. Here we go. Scene 6. Mike 37. So we got man. Here we go.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Minnesota, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.